Thousands of people are visiting Milan, Italy for the 2026 Olympics, and no doubt most of them will take a little time to see the city's biggest tourist attraction.
You would assume. You would have to assume. The Cathedral of Milan being one of them, of course, the Roman Colosseum, another, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. They don't rank to these other places that people are going to visit when they're in Milan. So Matt Renew is at the games for us. Matt, let's talk more about what there is there to see.
Drew, Corey, you know, Cortina this morning, Milan this afternoon. That's the trek we've had. What a life. And yeah, we're in front of the Milan Cathedral. Finally, 600 years to build this cathedral, 78 different architects. They started work on it in the 1300s during the rise of the Ottoman Empire and finished work on it in the 1960s during the rise of the Beatles. And now it's a marvel of architecture that you got to see inside, outside, and from the top.
At the center of Milan, Italy is a tourist attraction.
Wow is what everybody says.
Tour guide Alessandro Panini says people always want to see.
This is stunning, impressive. This is really the wow effect. It's something that everybody is thrilled seeing.
The Milan Cathedral is a marvel of art and architecture. 6 centuries in the making, with work starting in 1388, then ending just 60 years ago in 1965.
The last important part to be added is the very last bronze door back in 1965.
Today, it's one of the world's largest churches, loaded with statues, including the cathedral's most famous.
Can you see her up there, the golden statue? That is the Virgin Mary, and she's been overlooking the city ever since 1776.
Who looks small from the ground, but actually stands more than 30 feet tall.
She is a symbol of the city.
In fact, this cathedral's dedicated to the Virgin Mary, and her smaller statue on the front door,
she's right here,
has been touched so many times by tourists, it's shiny.
People come and rub her, that's why she's so shiny.
There's also another famous statue here.
Looks like someone you know across there in the United States.
That looks a lot like the Statue of Liberty in New York.
The big difference, you can see she's holding a cross to the side.
Just a few statues of many that they keep adding to on this cathedral.
We added another new statue to the cathedral, not because we needed one, we have more than 3,400 in 2014.
There are also 135 spires around the church, and tourists can see them from outside in the courtyard, or they can head inside, where this church is even more impressive. With frescoes, sculptures, and stained glass everywhere. Before heading back outside onto the roof, where there's a view of Milan and the cathedral that really soar.
In and out, but even more interesting, up on the roof, because you can access the roof and you can walk in there next to the spires, enjoy the view of the city. It's one of the very unique places to go to indeed.
From here, you not only see the church up close, but you see Milan in a one-of-a-kind way, from an iconic symbol that has survived.
We have a few damages still over here.
The fighting in World War II, with some of the damage from those battles left as a reminder.
Are the evidence of the many damages we got during World War II. Milano was a big target back then. The cathedral survived pretty well. We restored whatever else was damaged, but this we kept as a memory.
It's all part of the history of this church.
And when you stand in front of it, it's enormous, it's grand, it's one of the largest churches in the world.
That Alessandro says has been at the heart of Milan for centuries.
It's a built-in beautiful marble that makes it even more special.
And it is definitely special to see the 5th largest Christian church on earth, but said to have the most statues. Leonardo da Vinci helped with some of the decor inside and artwork, and today thousands of people visit it. You can just see the plaza here in Milan stacked up with people, tourists taking pictures. And speaking of tourists, James and Hannah, loyal 9 News viewers, just walked up to say hello. Hi, guys. So the two of you are here in Milan. Yeah, what are you doing?
We're here on our honeymoon.
Oh, so romantic. How long have you been here?
We just got in yesterday.
Just yesterday, so not long, but what have you done so far?
Eaten pasta, visited the Olympic store, and saw the big theater.
And speaking of Olympics, you're on your honeymoon, but are you going to see some Olympics?
Yes, so we're going to go see a ton of figure skating events. I coach figure skating, so we had to.
What a team, right? Already.
It's incredible. It's absolutely amazing.
Thank you guys for the quick interview. I really appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching 9 News.
Of course.
All right.
They're the best.
Thanks, guys. So, reporting from the 2026 Winter Olympics, I'm Matt Renew, 9 News. Corey, Drew, look at that. Loyal 9 News viewers right here in Italy in the shadow of the Duomo. If you're going to run into intelligent tourists, it's going to be right here.
How did they find you? Were they like, that's the man in the mountains, Matt Renew?
That is exactly what they said. They must have heard me yelling because I'm the loudest person in the square right now. And they're like, hey, it's the man in the mountains screaming in Milan. Yeah.
That was awesome. That was a surprise visit there. I was wondering if they were actually watching the program behind the glasses. They had those dark shades on. I thought maybe they were watching our show beneath the shades.
Yeah, just hanging out here, you know, getting on 9 News, checking in sites. That's what happens if you're a 9 News viewer and you visit Italy.
Oh, so fun. And I have been to the Duomo there, and it is really incredible. It is worth it to get in because I know the line is usually around the corner. Matt, I hope you're having an amazing time. I know you've been so busy, and we appreciate everything.